God's advice today. God is sending many signs, but it seems like you are ignoring all of them. So please do not ignore this video, as it is a message from God's heart to bless your life today. Before we continue, please leave your like so that more people can be reached by this message, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell to receive more videos like this. Don't ignore this video and stay until the end. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and the second best manifestation offer in the world. God said, "My beloved son, still your thoughts for a moment and allow silence to penetrate deeply into your soul. I have something precious to reveal to you, something only I can communicate directly to your heart. Have you ever wondered why so many battles have arisen around you, why the weight has been so heavy and the path seemed so hidden? It's because the enemy sensed, before you did, the greatness I am awakening within you. Are you seeking a deep spiritual change in your life and in the lives of those you love? Imagine attracting wealth and abundance in less than a week while blessings pour over you daily. It all begins with a simple 1-minute prayer. To discover how this technique can transform your reality, click the link in the first comment. Every step you take on this journey benefits not only you, but also supports our channel and the dedicated team bringing this valuable content to you. Don't wait any longer to begin your journey of spiritual and material transformation. Click now to learn more and start walking toward a fuller, more abundant life. He sensed the aroma of change before your eyes could see it. He saw the light I ignited within you and tried to extinguish it with doubts, weariness, and fear. But today, my beloved child, I want you to know, the time to understand has come. This is the sacred moment when everything changes, not by chance, but by divine purpose. Every silent tear, every forgotten sigh, every day you felt invisible, all of it led to this moment, where my hand reaches out and touches your spirit with new life. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, says the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you a future and a hope. Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11. You are not lost, nor forgotten. I see you, I hear you, and right now, I am working on your behalf. Comment, God sees what no one else sees and acts when I least expect it. My son, listen to the whisper coming from heaven right now. What once seemed like chaos will begin to reorganize before your eyes. Everything that confused you, that left you directionless, will now be transformed into clarity, like the sun dispelling morning fog. The silence that disturbed you so much was actually the space where my voice was being formed. You were not forgotten, nor ignored, you were being prepared. And now, when you least expect it, you will see how every piece fits, how every tear finds its meaning, how every dark night led you to a morning of renewal. Because the peace I will pour over you will not be fragile or fleeting. It will be deep, a peace that rests upon your soul like an eternal embrace. That peace will touch places in you even you didn't know needed healing. And more, I will give you such a firm and unshakable certainty that even the oldest doubts will vanish before the light I am about to reveal. Comment, I trust in God's love, He is my refuge. You will learn to recognize my voice like someone hearing the familiar sound of a father calling his child. And everything that once seemed disconnected will make sense. The signs you ignored or couldn't understand will now shine clearly. I was training you, even when you didn't notice. I was maturing you in the silence, shaping you in the waiting. My purpose for you is greater than you think, deeper than you imagine. The hard steps, the unexpected turns, the losses and the silences, all of it was part of the path that brought you here. And we know that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are the called according to his purpose. Romans chapter 8 verse 28. Now is the time of harvest, the time to see revealed what once seemed forgotten. This is not just a moment of temporary relief, it is the beginning of a complete restoration, of a divine activation that will awaken everything that was always yours by right. I am leading you with tenderness and firmness into a new season, my son. And this season will not be like the ones before. It is full of hope, divine reconciliations, and double honor. It is not merely the result of what you've done, but of what I've seen in you, your pure heart, your groaning cries that no one else heard, your tears in the silence of the night. I was there, and every plea you made reached my throne. Before they call, I will answer, and while they are still speaking, I will hear. Isaiah chapter 65 verse 24. Now, I am fulfilling what I promised you. This is not just a new chapter, it is the recovery of everything that once seemed lost. Dreams that felt buried will rise again. And they won't return small, they will come back stronger. This is the time when the seeds planted with tears will bloom in abundance before your eyes. Comment, it's never too late when God is involved. My timing, my son, is not subject to the clocks of this world. I am not limited by human seasons. While some say it's too late, I say, it is now. While others see the end, I see a new beginning. And right now, I breathe a new spirit over you, light, strong, sensitive to my movement. The fears that once ruled you will no longer have authority. The anxiety that paralyzed you will be replaced with courage. I myself am infusing strength into your soul. Your voice will be firm, not by your own strength, but because I am your rock. And when you walk paths that once frightened you, you will do so with confidence. Not because everything will be clear, but because I will be with you. I will constantly remind you of who you are in me. You are my son, and that has never changed. The world may have tried to erase your identity, but it is written with my eternal hand. Comment, I am who God says I am, and nothing can erase that. Nothing you've lived through disqualifies you. No mistake, no rejection, no abandonment. I see through all those layers and perceive your preserved essence. I made you with purpose, with beauty, with your own light. Now, I am wiping away the stains of comparison, discouragement, and insecurity. And the beauty I placed within you will begin to shine again. You will be like a fountain that overflows effortlessly. The light you once hid out of fear of criticism will once again illuminate every space you enter. This season will be radically different from the last, because it is a time of fulfilled promise. Paths that once seemed closed will open before you naturally. And the smile you lacked will return, not because of circumstances, but because you will know, deep within, that your presence matters. You no longer need to prove your worth, I give you honor. And when I honor, no one can dishonor. Did you know there's an effective method to attract more financial prosperity? This technique can help transform your deep-rooted beliefs and shift the way you perceive reality. It had a profound impact on my life, and we'd like to invite you to discover this special practice. When we trust that God wants to act in our lives, we gain the courage to ask Him directly. God desires to bless each of us in a unique and wonderful way. That's why it's important to seek His blessings with faith and confidence, believing that He has a special plan for you. If you'd like to support our work and the team dedicated to sharing inspiring and transformative content, we invite you to check out our product. The link is available in the first comment, so you can explore how this technique can help in your journey as well. Your contribution helps us continue spreading messages that make a difference. We truly appreciate your trust and support. Do you remember those dreams you left behind? Those aspirations that once made your heart race but that you buried because they hurt too much? I know each one of them. They didn't die, they simply fell asleep, waiting for the right moment. And that moment has arrived. Now, I ask you to speak to me about them again. Revive your hopes. Rekindle your faith. For I am breathing life into what seemed buried. And you will see fruit. And you will feel renewal. Dreams are not whims, they are seeds I myself planted in you. When you believed there was no room left to start over, I was already preparing the soil. When you thought it was too late, I was watering it with your very own tears. Nothing was lost. Everything will be restored. And when you begin to dream again, you will feel your heart beat with a lightness you haven't felt in a long time. I am moving heavens and hearts in your favor. People who were once distant will draw near. Broken homes will be restored. Wounded connections will be healed. But understand this, it will not be by your strength, it will be by my grace. I specialize in rebuilding what has been shattered. I restore what no one else can. Situations that once seemed frozen will begin to move before you as a direct result of my hand. And you won't need to explain yourself. Your life will be the greatest testimony of my power. The peace that now dwells within you will be visible. And it will touch others. You yourself will be surprised by your maturity. You will no longer react with impulsiveness, because your heart is firm. Your roots are anchored in me, and your choices will reveal wisdom. Emotion will no longer lead your journey, purpose will. And that purpose is eternal. It is divine. It is yours. Now walk forward, with confidence, because what I have prepared is greater than you ever dreamed. Comment, today I walk with purpose, not with impulse. My beloved child, prepare your heart, for I come to meet you in this moment with words that are not fleeting, but eternal. I know every detail of your journey. I know the days when you bore the weight of silence, the nights when your soul groaned softly, unsure if anyone heard. But I heard. I was there, present, even when your heart could not perceive me. None of your pain was ignored. Not a single tear wasted. Even when it seemed like nothing was changing, I was already moving the invisible gears of your destiny. No obstacle from the past is able to stop the path I am preparing before you. No wound, no matter how deep, is strong enough to block what is about to unfold. I am removing the veil that covered your vision. I am revealing to you that the time of renewal has arrived. Different people will approach. Unexpected doors will open. The battles that oppressed you, that felt endless, will begin to break. This is not coincidence, it is purpose. It is the reflection of the silent work I've been doing inside of you. Do not allow thoughts of unworthiness to remain in you. Do not diminish the value of what I am doing in your life. Do not dare to say, "This is too much for me." For it is I, the Creator of all things, who is sustaining and guiding you. I know your inner world better than you do. I see the unrest you carry deep within, the thirst for meaning, the hunger for peace, the longing for healing. And that is exactly what I am restoring. What once wounded you now matures you. What once seemed like loss now strengthens you. In this season, my child, things will not be as they were. Pain will no longer have the same effect on you. What I am giving you now is not fleeting. It is not just a breath of relief, it is a dwelling of rest. This phase will be marked by stability, by depth, and by firmness. What I am building in you is solid. It will not be shaken by the wind. It is not a temporary relief, it is a permanent transformation. It is not merely a promise, it is fulfillment. What is about to manifest will not only be something external. It will be an intense and profound work within your being. I am accessing the places that have long been locked. I am entering the spaces you didn't even dare to touch. Those feelings you hid even from yourself, that emptiness that accompanied you even in the midst of crowds, I know them. I saw your soul suffocating inside while you smiled on the outside. And I did not judge you for it. I never distanced myself from you because of it. On the contrary, it was in that place of deepest pain that I remained closest. Even when you couldn't feel me, even when you couldn't hear me, I was working at the core of your being. Because that pain was not superficial. It was a wound of the soul. A blow to your trust. And now, with patience and love, I am healing every broken part. Comment: God is restoring everything I thought I had lost. You are not broken, my child. You are being restored. You were created to live in connection with me. And that connection is what I am reigniting in you. I am restoring your spiritual sensitivity. I am making your soul recognize my voice again, above the confusion of your own thoughts. I am rekindling that flame that seemed to have been extinguished. The certainty that once flowed so clearly within you will return with even greater strength. I saw when you kept praying without answers. I saw when you sought comfort in Scripture, even without finding immediate peace. I saw when you decided to trust in silence, just hoping something would change. And today, I say to you with firmness and tenderness, that change has already begun. That pause which felt like abandonment was, in fact, preparation. Now I am cleansing your inner world. I am removing doubts, calming your thoughts, lifting the burden that made you question your own worth. You are not lost, my precious one. You are being led, with purpose. Comment: God's voice guides me, even when the world is silent. You are not broken, my son, you are being restored. You were created to live in connection with me. And it is precisely this connection that I am rekindling within you. I am restoring your spiritual sensitivity. I am causing your soul to once again distinguish my voice from the confusion of your own thoughts. I am reactivating that flame that seemed to have gone out. That certainty that once flowed so clearly within you will return stronger than ever. I saw when you kept praying even without answers. I saw when you sought comfort in the Scriptures, even without finding immediate peace. I saw when you chose to trust silently, simply waiting for something to change. And today, I tell you with firmness and tenderness, that change has already begun. That pause that seemed like abandonment was, in truth, preparation. Now I am cleansing your inner being. I am uprooting doubts, calming your thoughts, removing the burden that made you question your own worth. You are not lost, my precious one. You are being led with purpose. Comment: the voice of God guides me, even when the world is silent. You are entering a phase of serenity, structure, and inner strength. And for that, a deep healing inside you is necessary. I want you to trust the revelation I give you now. Certain understandings that once seemed confusing will now make sense. You will see my hand even in the details. You will feel my presence in your decisions. You will more clearly identify when the impulse comes from me. You will feel my peace guiding you even before each step. I am leading you to a place of deep stillness, where your faith will no longer depend on external signs, but will be rooted in the certainty of what you hear from me within. Because I have never stopped speaking to you. What happened was a purification. I was freeing you from noise, distractions, false voices that distorted my truth. Words that made you doubt yourself, that manipulated faith, that hurt you using my image. I never approached you with condemnation. I never used fear to draw you near. My voice is, and always will be, the voice of love. Everything that comes from me brings peace, clarity, and strength. If any message caused you confusion, abandonment, or fear, it did not come from me. I do not communicate to hurt you, but to heal you. And today, as your eternal Father, I come to remind you, you are being prepared to live something new, not only outwardly but inwardly. And when everything seems uncertain, when the world around you falls silent, listen to your soul. For there, in the stillness, you will hear my gentle voice telling you, I am with you. I have never ceased to be. The pain was not punishment, it was the way. The waiting was not forgetfulness, it was building. The silence was not absence, it was protection. Now, lift your eyes, my son. Your new time has already begun. And I, your Father, will be with you every step of the way. I have always been. And I always will be. This is a moment of transformation in which I am refining your ability to hear me, not with the ears of the world, but with the heart. Do not compare yourself to others, for the connection we share is unique, singular, and exclusive. It is within this relationship that I reveal my voice to you, clearly and comfortingly, in the right measure for your time and your journey. Soon, your soul will awaken to hear not only what must be spoken but also to understand the value of silence. There will be an inner certainty, an invisible light that will guide your decisions even when the world doubts. You are entering a new phase where security will come from within and will no longer depend on external opinions or the approval of others. This is the hour of your true spiritual freedom, the freedom to follow what your heart knows is right, sustained by my unshakable love. I promise you, my child, that this restoration of your inner attention is the beginning of a new time full of hope. I have much to show you, paths that will lead you to peace, provision, and a deep sense of belonging. But to see these directions, an inner silence will be necessary. I am taking away the anxiety that disturbs you and organizing your thoughts. The confusion will dissipate, and your spirit will again recognize my voice with the clarity it has always had. I know that at times you have felt lost, overwhelmed, thinking you had let me slip away or that I had distanced myself. But my child, that has never happened. I have always been here, even in moments when your spiritual vision seemed blurred. I waited patiently for the moment when your heart would be ready to hear me again. And now, that moment has come. I come with tenderness to restore your clear perception, your inner wisdom, your spiritual awareness. All of this because I love you deeply and because you are not here by chance. That feeling you have, that there is something greater reserving a purpose for you, is not a mistake, it is the voice of hope that I place in your heart. Everything you have gone through until now has not been in vain. Every tear, every doubt, every hesitant step has been preparing the ground for what is to come. Now, what I ask of you is simple. Keep your heart open, receptive, and trust me. I am the one who opens the right doors at the right time. I am the one who grants the words that touch and guide. I am your sustainer, and I will act in your life in ways you cannot even imagine. Even if sometimes you feel insufficient, without something special to offer, know that I see value where no one else does. You do not need to compete, prove anything, or compare yourself. I am using your path for something great, something beyond what human eyes can understand. There will be those who will not understand your journey, who will question what happened and how everything changed so quickly. Do not worry about giving explanations or justifying the changes before them. They will not see my hand at work, only the circumstances that have changed. But you, my child, will know the truth. You will know it was not by your own merit, nor by luck, nor by coincidence. It was because you stood firm, even when everything seemed uncertain. Because you trusted me in silence, praying with faith and acting with perseverance. I made the impossible happen behind the scenes of your life, when no one was watching. Now, what was hidden is beginning to manifest. My work in you is becoming visible to all. You have never been alone, my dear. I have walked with you every step, even when the path seemed empty and silent. Now, this season of hidden blessings is giving way to a time of revelation and abundance. I do not come with empty words, but with clear proofs of my constant love and care. The abundance that arrives in your life will fill the spaces that have long been empty. Where there was lack, I will bring plenty. Where there was pain, comfort. Where there was confusion, the peace that surpasses all understanding. This grace that I place in you will not be fleeting. It will be a firmness that remains even in the storms that may arise. My child, this is the time to live with confidence, knowing that I am your refuge and strength. That I sustain your life with my power and that nothing can separate you from my love. What is coming your way is the fruit of my faithfulness and your courage to keep believing, even when it seemed impossible. I am making all things new, bringing hope, opening doors, transforming your story. Remain steadfast in me, listening to my voice and letting me lead every step of yours. You are loved, you are chosen, and the best is yet to come. With love, God. I hope this message has been an inspiration to you. If it touched your heart, write Amen in the comments and share it with someone who also needs to hear this word. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and a suggestion to strengthen your spiritual journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow.